Hey guys, this is Liam from Perth Pro. Just giving you a video overview today on the Amptron battery range. Here we have in stock what we mainly keep here at Perth Pro. So we've got anything from the 100 amp hour batteries, the 150, the 200 range, and the big 400 as well. So Amptron does, as most people know, have two main batteries. They also do have a new third different type of battery that they sell. So they had their original BMS batteries that are the same normal battery you normally think of. Then they released their Bluedge series, so this is their smarter system with Bluetooth and a few more features. They've also recently released the Bluetooth line, so this is a more value-friendly range compared to the Bluedge. So they will still make all three ranges of batteries, just some select will only have the two Bluetooth and Bluedge options. So Bluetooth, you can still connect to your phone and see what the battery is doing. However, you do not have any connection ports on the top of the battery, whereas with your Bluedge, you have some connection ports if you're connecting multiple batteries in parallel. You also do have an on-off button there to turn the battery on or off to make sure you're not discharging the battery for any reason. So I have here the Bluedge 400 as well as the Bluedge 200 here. So as you can see, both of them do have the CAN ports on here to connect, as well as the on-off buttons. So here we have obviously most of the batteries. I'll start from the beginning. We've got the 100 amp hour batteries here. So there's three different sizes they've got of these batteries. They've got the conventional normal size battery you normally think of as 100 amp hour. They've got their slim line, which is a lot smaller, still in the plastic case. And they do also have the blade. So the blade is their most thinnest one here out of all of them. All of them are available in the normal version. Only the normal 100 size gets a Bluedge and Bluetooth option. So if you're wanting those features, you'll have to go with the conventional size. Both of these still have the high amp BMS, so you can still run up to a 2000 watt inverter off of these batteries, but you just don't get any of the smart features. So both the 100, we make a case for that one. We make a nice little tray to mount that in separately. And the blade comes with its own brackets that I have here. So these little angled brackets, they bolt onto the battery on the top, and you can mount that against a wall. So we do use this in our 79 series rear seat kit, bolt that directly to the back. It also can be bolted along the sides of the battery and underneath as well. So if you want to mount this direct to a canopy wall, you can use that very easily with the included brackets. There are 6 brackets that these come with, so you can easily hold the whole battery up on that by itself. So that makes this battery very easy to be mounted underneath somewhere, hidden somewhere, usually very good for behind the seat setups. If you've got a bit more space, people generally go with the 100 Slim because it is still quite slim. You can save yourself a lot of space in canopies. But if you're wanting that Bluetooth functionality, you're gonna have to stick with the standard 100 amp hour size. Next we go up to, they've got a 150. Basically, same battery, doesn't have any communication at the moment. This is not a very common battery we do much of, but it's higher output. So you have 150 amp hours here, but only 175 amp continuous discharge. So you can still run 2000 watt inverter off of it, but you just get a bit longer. We use these a bit in the Ineos Grenadiers. They go underneath the rear seats as a complete replacement of the existing battery tray there. So these are the existing batteries that Amptron sells. We are slowly going to be fading these out as they bring new batteries out, but still great batteries, still offer the same amount of lifetime, so there's no reason not to buy one when you can. And here we have the 200, so these are their newer range of batteries. A lot more popular, we found, people needing a bit more lifetime out of their batteries. They also have quite a few new features compared to the older style of batteries. So we'll get into that now. So these are the newer Bluedge and Bluetooth line by Amptron. So these are the brand new ones that they'll slowly be increasing throughout their line of batteries, but these are the ones that we currently have available now. So at the moment we've got the 200 Slim, so that's the only slim line that we have at the moment with the Bluetooth functionality. We have the 200 Bluetooth, 200 Bluedge, so basically same battery, just a few different features, 100 Bluetooth, and then the 400 Bluedge. So the main differences you'll think between the Bluetooth and the Bluedge is the Bluetooth has got functionality with Bluetooth, same with the Bluedge. However, this one is designed to be a bit cheaper. So these ones are generally about 10% cheaper compared to the Bluedge series. They do not have any communication between the two. So if you were linking multiple in parallel, you would have to kind of think about going with the Bluedge series. These have got a shorter warranty span, so they warrant these for 4 years compared to 5 years with the Bluedge. Also, they do say that these will have a longer cycle life, so these generally around 6,000 to 8,000 cycles with the Bluedge series, whereas the Bluetooth is only going to have about a 4,000 cycle life. So if you're wanting to keep them for a quite longer time, spend more money and get a Bluedge battery instead of the Bluetooth. So now that we know the differences, let's figure out which battery will be right for your setup. So here we have the 100 amp hour Bluetooth. This is basically the basic range of Amptron's new range. This is a 100 amp hour battery. It's still got 200 amp continuous discharge, so you can upgrade easily if you wanted to put an inverter or something like that on this. You can run it off this, just obviously not for the longest period of time. This is ideal for if you just want to have a nice simple setup while spending the least amount of money on a lithium. Nice easy entry range, or if you upgrade an existing deep cycle you've got in a caravan or in a back of a canopy, you can easily upgrade straight over to this. Just change your charger over, plug this in, and will bolt directly in, as it is the same form factor as most of your normal 100 amp hour batteries there is originally. So here we have the 200 amp hour range, both the slimline and the normal size. This is the Bluedge I have here. There is also a Bluetooth version that is the same physical size. So both these have got the new Bluedge Bluetooth system inside of them. Both of them do have abilities to plug into existing systems. So if you have a Turbo GX system in your setup already and you want to put a battery that can plug straight into it, these both have it. So these have got normal plugs on the top of them here. The Bluedge Slimline does have a normal RJ45 on the top of it as well, so you can plug that directly into your system without needing a shunt, which is a nice thing to have these days. Generally, this is the most popular battery that we sell at the moment. We've found that most people are really stepping up to have the extra battery power to be able to run an inverter overnight or just be able to stay that little bit longer. So this 200 Slimline is by far our most popular battery we sell in the shop. It's followed closely by the normal 200 size, but definitely 200 Slim has been the most popular, as it is still quite a slim battery. It is the same width as two of their blades that they sell, but is obviously not as tall or as wide. So makes a lot more sense if you can fit this in your system to go with this. Very nice and compact battery. 200 normal size, we do this a lot in caravans and in our interior kits. So for our trip here, we generally fit two of these inside. We also do make sealed containers for caravans or other living spaces where you need to store these batteries sealed. We do make a specific box for these, so this is very popular in that use case for that reason. So these are very popular if you're wanting to put it in your caravan to apply with the current standards that you have to have, where these have to be sealed. This is the way to go, because we do sell a separate box to mount either one of these or two of these sealed away. So nice and easy. On top of them, they also do have some buttons as well. So if you want to know, obviously we have the two CAN ports in here. So if you were linking multiple batteries of these together in parallel, you'd connect one battery into each other and then along and along. And the very last one can go to a Turbo GX system or the battery management system. Or you can just leave them together and the Bluetooth will act as one giant battery rather than multiple individual batteries. They do also have an on-off switch here, so you can isolate the battery. So at the moment I've just turned this battery on, so this will both accept charge at the moment and discharge. When you turn the battery off, you can still put charge into it, it just will not discharge. So if you wanted to be able to make sure you can charge your caravan, but you don't want it to start using your fridge, for example, or your living canopy set up and you again want to put slow amounts of trickle charge in, you can easily turn off at the battery and it will still put power in, just won't let anything come out. So nice and safe little example. Nice safe thing to have. Unfortunately, they haven't put the same technology in the Slimline, as they weren't able to fit the battery buttons in this, but they do have the same CAN port to link multiple batteries together or directly to a turbo system. So lastly, here we have the 400 amp hour battery. So this is the new Bluedge 400. This is the biggest battery that Amptron offers in their 12 volt range. Obviously, Bluedge, you still have all the same features as I discussed before with the 200s and even some of the 100s. Still got the same connection CAN bus ports on the top, on-off button there to isolate the battery when it's off. We generally find most people who are wanting these batteries live in caravans or in their buses pretty much full time, want to live off grid and not really see a caravan site ever. Generally, two of these, even three of these we've done in some builds, gives you enough time to live off grid for weeks at a time with the adequate solar system and charging system you need. Obviously, pretty large battery. These are comparable to your older N200 style batteries. So if you did have a caravan or bus or something like that with an N200 battery in, this is a direct replacement size to drop straight in to replace that. Obviously you'll get a lot more life out of this battery and a lot more usage out of it. These do also have a 300 amp continuous BMS in there, so you can discharge off this battery quite highly. This is the only battery available in Amptron's range that can run a 3000 watt inverter off a single battery. So that's a very large selling point for this battery compared to others. If you just want to have one battery to do it all, this is the one to do it. You can easily mount this one battery, live off grid for weeks at a time, and not have to worry about anything at all. So if you want one battery that would be the one thing for you, that's the one to go for. So that's the main range of the Amptron batteries. In summary, if you just want to upgrade an existing battery that you've got, or you're really going to stay off grid for about a weekend or so and not going to run any 240 appliances, go for your 100 amp hour. If you're thinking about really wanting to stay off grid for a week or two, thinking about induction cooking, the 200 is the way to go, both obviously available in the slim line here and the original size as well. If you want to live off grid in a caravan and not have to worry about your power at all, generally 400 is the way to go, sometimes even 2 of these in a row. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to leave them below, or if there's anything else we can help you with, you can book a consultation on our website, as well as our batteries are all available there on perthpro.com.au.